And 6.2 is understanding factors and multiples of numbers less than 100. The multiples of a number are like skip counting up from that number. So the multiples of 4 would start at 4, count up 4 more to 8, count 4 to 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and so on. The multiples of 4 then are written in a list: 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and 32. Multiples could go on forever, so usually teachers will ask you to list the first 10 multiples of a number. A sample question for multiples might ask you to list the multiples of a number. The first example shows 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Skip counting by 2. The multiples of 3 are going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. You can see by this list, 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 times 3 equals 9. 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 5 times 6, and so on. So the relationship between multiples and multiplying is shown. Another question you might get asked is, what is the lowest common multiple of each set, or the LCM? Common means in both lists. So I list my multiples, some multiples for 6, 12, 18, my color is jumping all over the place, 24, 30, 36. The multiples for 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Now, which numbers are common in both lists? You'll notice there's a 12 here and a 12 here, 24 here, 24 here. Those are the common multiples. The lowest common multiple would be 12. Factors are the numbers we multiply together to get another number. 2 of the factors of 6 are 2 and 3. Those aren't the only factors of 6 because 1 times 6 also equals 6. When you're listing the factors of a number, you want to list all of the factors. So let's try to see if we can find the factors of 12. One way is to make a list. Think of all the things that multiply together to give us 12. 1 times 12 equals 12. 2 times 6 equals 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. Then I can make a list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 are factors of 12. We can also make a rainbow. So I start with 1 times 12, and then I'm going to think 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. We'll call this a rainbow because the end times together equals 12, 2 times 6 equals 12, and 3 times 4 equals 12. Another method is a factor tree. We can list 12 and then all the factors. 6 times 2, 12, 12 times 1, 12, 3 times 4. And we get the same list each time, whichever strategy we use. You may be asked to find the common factors of two numbers. First, you list all of the factors of the number. 1, 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6. Then I'll list the factors of 24, 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Once I have my two lists, I can find the numbers that are common in both lists. Both lists have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 6. Those are the common factors of those two numbers. You may also be asked to find the greatest common factor, or GCF, of a number. The factors of 25 are 1, 5, and 25. Factors of 15, 1, 3, 5, and 15. The number that is common in both, 1s are common and the 5s are common. The greatest common factor is 5 because it's the biggest number in both lists. Prime and composite numbers. Prime numbers have only 1 in themselves as factors. Nothing else will divide evenly into these numbers. Here's a list of all the prime numbers. Composite numbers are any numbers that have more than 2 factors. So any of the numbers that are not on the above list are composite numbers.